Toy Tuesday. Don't have a lot planned for tonight. It's been kind of a crazy week. But since I missed you guys Sunday night, I didn't want to miss you tonight and at least get caught up for a second and get prepared for this weekend. So we've hopefully got some exciting things coming up this weekend on Sunday night as well. So anyway, like I said, just a couple of quick things tonight. I wanted to catch up with you guys and kind of let you know what happened Sunday. I told you there was a slight possibility, not a good one, but there was a slight possibility I was going to be back in time. Pete's here with us. Had everything gone perfect on Sunday, I would have been back in town around 7. That being said, our flights were delayed. Our flight was delayed by about an hour, which didn't put me back here till after 8. Neil's here. So obviously that kind of torpedoed Sunday night. I was hoping if everything went like clockwork, there was, like I said, there was going to be a slight possibility I would have made it back. But considering I heard that there were 2,900 flights canceled across the country on Sunday, I'll take an hour delay versus completely losing our flight. So, but we did make it back. Just it was after 8 before I even got back. In fact, time I got back to the shop, it was pushing 8:30 after we got back to town and unloaded suitcases and things like that. So that being said, we'll jump on for a bit tonight. Jeff from Ottawa, Peter from Down Under, and get caught up. But anyway, my weekend was kind of crazy. That's right, Pete. That's kind of what we thought. We're running a little behind, but hey, we made it back. And there's a lot of people that did not get to their destination on Sunday with 2,900 flights delayed. So I will take it. Hey, there's Austin. Cream City Pete made it tonight. Good to see Pete back. Balin Wire's here. But anyway, it was a fun weekend. And we'll spend some more time on it Sunday night when we got a few more minutes. Bodine's here. Perfect. Glad it made it. I figured it, from what you were telling me, I thought that was a good candidate for your patina build. So, Jim's here. Bill Disk made it. But Bill Disk is going to be very excited about what's coming up in coming episodes after this weekend. But anyway, I did actually get to SEMA on Friday, which was pretty cool. I'd never been to SEMA before. So I did catch that. Was there a good chunk of the day Friday, so that was fun. And did find some other cool stuff while we were there. Not necessarily at SEMA, but some other stuff while we were out in Vegas that you guys, I think, we're going to have some fun with. So I'm sure a lot of you guys, yeah, not tonight, Bill, but I got some cool stuff that I think you're really going to dig. And I know a lot of you guys have seen the show Pawn Stars. Ron's here with us. And I don't know if any of you guys remember, but they have a, one of their experts was their toy guy. I don't know if any of you guys remember their toy guy that would come by if they had cool toys that showed up. And they'd have a toy expert come in and give them some ideas on, you know, how rare it was, what it was worth, things like that. I don't know if any of you guys remember that or not. I mean, I don't even know if Pawn Stars is even filming any new episodes. I don't even remember. But I just was curious if you guys remember that. And we did go to the pawn shop as well. Peter remembers him. Yeah, he's actually got a shop down on Fremont, which is where we stayed. So I went and checked out his shop also. So that was fun. And I got some cool stuff while I was there as well. And he was actually there one night. So I got to talk to him. That was pretty cool. Great dude. And he let me film the shop. So we're going to have that video. Maybe next Tuesday we may throw that up. But we're actually going to bring you a video from the Toy Shack, which is where the toy expert on Pawn Stars is at. We're actually going to show you his actual shop. So, no, did not see Rick Dale, Peter. Did not go there. We were pretty much... we pretty much stayed on Fremont with the exception of we went to the Sphere on Saturday. So we were down on the Strip for a while on Saturday. But, you know, it was pretty much Fremont Street about every night. And like I said, other than SEMA and then the Sphere. And then we ate at Caesars on Saturday. But I got some cool stuff that we're going to be sharing with you soon from the actual Toy Shack in Vegas. So that was fun. But I've got a ton of stuff from SEMA. I did shoot some content at SEMA. It's probably not very good. I was a little bit's an understatement, completely overwhelmed as to what was there. So we actually went to Wizard of Oz at the Sphere, which was pretty cool. I got to admit, it was pretty neat seeing Wizard of Oz at the Sphere. No, we did not go there, Peter. So did not go out to Welder Up either. We were only there for a couple days. The SEMA thing took a ton of time, took up most of Friday. Hey, there's Hubcap Dylan made it tonight. Glad Matt stopped by. But anyway, so we've got some cool stuff coming. I will get the SEMA video up probably next week, or maybe I may get it done by Friday. I don't have any idea how good it's going to be. It's going to give you guys a glimpse of SEMA if you've never been there. But like I said, I was overwhelmed. I was trying to get some clips. Took a bunch of pictures. I'll have some photo dumps on Facebook coming up. But like I said, I'll get this stuff stitched together and we'll see what we came up with. But it's going to give you guys a glimpse of what I saw at SEMA while I was there. And like I said, it's wow. I've been warned about it. I'd had people tell me about it. I'd heard about it. But it's one of those deals. Top 3 things at Vegas. SEMA. And SEMA. So it, like I said, one day is not near enough. It is, there's just too much there. Like I said, I've got a bunch of clips. We'll patch them together. We are going to show you the Tesla tunnel, which is pretty cool. We actually were in the Tesla tunnel a couple of times. That was kind of different. And we'll see what you guys think. Like I said, I was so overwhelmed, I don't even know for sure what I was or was not shooting. But I just shot a bunch of clips, and hopefully you guys think it's cool. No Bluetooth drive shafts, no. Did meet a guy there who was an old drag racer. I've heard of the name before. He was there selling a book that he had written, so I picked up one of those books. He took a few minutes with me and tells us a little bit about the book, so that was kind of cool. So like I said, I literally do not even know what I shot, and I do not even know what I took pictures of. There was too much there. So when I go back and put the video together, it's actually going to probably be a little bit interesting to me. It's like, oh, wow, I forgot about that. It was... I did not see that one, Peter. Actually, Neil, Chad left on Thursday. I was texting with him, and he had to blow out. I think he had a real early Friday flight, but Thursday was his last day there, so did not catch Reynolds. Did catch Dennis and Debbie Taylor and Alex Taylor. Did catch up with them for a minute. Zach and Marty Hampton, some buddies of mine from here in Kansas, were there, so did see some people I know. And that was pretty cool. And I ran into a few other people that I had talked to on the phone over the years at different companies and things like that. But nope, the less cool Chad was not there. He was already gone. So would have loved to seen the dude. Just didn't work out. So yeah, that's right, Neil. Yeah, did not see that, Peter. So anyway, a couple things I want to share with you tonight, and to talk a little bit more about the signs from last week's video. If you caught the sign video last week, I was going to touch on that. A couple small things I picked up at a flea market, and then we'll get it. We'll touch base a little bit more on these signs. Like I said, this whole week, I'm playing catch up. The weather was beautiful today, 75 and sunny. And going into this time of the year, into this stretch, when it's this nice, I'm on a dead run, trying to get as much stuff done as I can. You know, as we get into December, my outdoor time is much more limited there's a lot less of it. So I'm trying to get as much stuff done, stockpiled, stuff stacked in the shop, things like that, so stuff to work with throughout the winter. So anyway, one thing I did share on Facebook with that here 3-4 weeks ago when I found it, and I wanted to catch that with you guys tonight and then talk about these signs a little bit. One toy that I was super excited about that I picked up at a flea market in Nebraska when we went to the swap meet up there in Wahoo. I found this at a flea market the day before on the way up and was really excited about it. As Bill knows, carded stuff is the best, right? And even though this isn't Hot Wheels brand, it's Ertl brand, it is carded, and carded is awesome. Unpunched carded is even better, and this is unpunched carded. From, and you guys are going to remember this one, I know, the A-Team. Look at this. I was so excited when I found this. Carded, unpunched, original Ertl A-Team van. On the back, you can sign up for the Ertl Collectors Club. I remember seeing this on the packages of toys when I was a kid. The Ertl Company in Dyersville, Iowa. Your membership to the Ertl Collectors Club. That's right, I pity the fool. I pity the fool who tries to mess with my van, my carded, unpunched van. So I did watch the A-Team. I was a fan of the A-Team. And so when I walked up on this at a flea market, I was like, oh, that is epic. So that's one piece I definitely wanted to share with you guys because I was so excited to pick up this original unpunched carded A-Team van. I think I had this as a kid, but I'm not totally sure. But I got it now. That's what counts, right? I got it now. Brand new. So I see some of you other guys were obviously definitely A-Team fans as well. Hey, there's Frank. No, I'm not going to open it, Bill. You know that. You don't open this stuff. But there again, small piece, not a huge deal, but man, I was excited to find it and to get it. Something else I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about. I hope you guys enjoyed the video from last week. I was going to touch base a little bit more on these signs because they're still laying here right in front of the shop. Give you a little bit better idea on size and things like that since we've got them back here at the shop. Obviously, I brought you the video live, or not live, but I shot it right after I bought them at the auction. That's right, Bill. I got them here and wanted to give you a little bit better idea on size and condition and things like that. I've got all the Chevy letters over there. You can see the Pontiac sign sticking out of the corner here right behind me. So let's check these out, and then we'll be ready to go ahead and probably move on for the evening. Like I said, it's just been crazy getting caught back up, trying to make things happen. And but didn't want to miss you guys tonight since we missed Sunday night. I'll just sit it on the shelf, Jeff. It'll look real cool there. But also Sunday night, hopefully, keep this in mind, guys. Hopefully, if everything works out, we're going to have some guests Friday night or Sunday night for the live. So, not going to guarantee you that yet because there are some flights involved. But hopefully going to have probably 2 guests on Sunday night's live. So be sure to tune in Sunday night, and hopefully our guests will make it, and it will be a lot of fun. So we'll see how that all works out. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Obviously, when I bought these signs, I was super excited. Shot it right, sent some signs to Peter, make a little room. So, yep, Steve made her back. All's good. Greetings from BC. Glad you're here, Greg. And let's check out this sign a little more. I'm going to give you some dimensions on it. Obviously, we shot these at the auction immediately after we bought them. As soon as the auction ring moved away from where where we were bought the signs so we could share them with you. So, yeah, I'm sure you do, Steve. But it's right here, and it's new home right now. But anyway, on size, we were kind of guesstimating at the auction, and it is actually closer to 5 foot. It's actually about 56 inches in height. So it's just a tick under 5 foot. And across the top, 29. So about 2.5 and closer to 5 on dimensions on the Pontiac Arrowhead. This is a metal can with like a plexiglass type lens in it. The gray was a tape stripe. The white was a lens, was a piece of plexiglass, as well as the red on top of the white. We can see where we've got a little bit of loss of the tape stripe over here. But overall, there again, it's still an awesome sign. I did find a date on it. The date was 1998. It's got a little sticker on it right over here. September of 98. So, like I said, these signs were from the 90s, and there again, we're pushing 30 years old on that particular Arrowhead. So, but obviously, you guys know I kind of got a Trans Am problem, as well as a few other Pontiacs. So, always excited to add a Pontiac sign to the collection. Sounds cool, Steve. Hey, there's Christine and Sean. Can't wait to see them on Friday. Sounds like they're going to make it Friday. Can't wait to meet them in person. It's exactly what it looks like, Greg. So, yep, Jeff. There's some people who don't consider it a problem, but obviously I was excited. I've got here recently we looked at the Neon Skin Pontiac that I just recently acquired. I've got the Pontiac Oakland up above the Trans Am right there. And I've also got the 48-inch round porcelain Pontiac. So so adding this, obviously when we've got Oakland Pontiac over there, that's late 20s. The 48-inch round, the Neon Skin, that stuff is in the 50s. So, the Oakland Pontiac had to be like 27 to 32. Then we've got the Neon Skin and the 48-inch from probably the 50s. And now we've got the Arrowhead from the 90s. So, definitely excited about that. Yeah, you got the same problem, Steve. But anyway, nice, Peter. Nothing wrong with shell stuff either. But one other thing I did want to share with you guys, I wanted to give you a little bit more information on the Chevrolet letters. Now, the bow tie we got is the same as the bow tie I have in my other shop. That's actually out at Dad's. These all came off of the same building. The bow tie, it's in my other shop that we see when we do Toy Tuesday over there, is the sister to the bow tie we just bought a couple weeks ago at the auction that is now at Dad's. The Chevrolet letters were on the front of that building. So, let me grab one of these. We'll talk about the size and these a little bit. So, here's the C from the beginning of Chevrolet. So the C, or which all these letters, to give you an idea, are about 28.5 inches tall by just over 21. So just a tick under 30 inches and a little under 2 feet on these Chevrolet letters. These are the same concept as the Arrowhead. These are a metal can with a plexiglass or plastic type colored lens. As you saw last week, they're all in good shape. None of them are busted out. We do have a little bit of trim issue around some of these edges where it's starting to crack out and chip, but not a huge deal. So a 10 by 10 mobile Pegasus, that would be huge. It'd be cool, but it'd be big. Yeah, they would make good photo props, Randy. There's no doubt about it. So, yes, Peter, all this stuff lit up originally. And you guys have seen when we've done lives over in the other shop, my bow tie is illuminated. It is wired in and it is lit. But, you know, obviously I don't know what it's going to take to do these. Haven't even opened them up to see what's in them. They do still have something in them because they all have some weight to them. But not really sure what it would take to do them. The Chevrolet letters, I don't really know how or where I'm going to put them. When you figure these, you know, they're a little under, basically you got to figure about 2 feet. By the time you have some space in between them. And that's going to take up a lot of real estate. When you figure all these things up, and some of the other ones are actually a little bit wider. I just went and measured a couple of those. Pete's got the perfect place for him, his shot. See, this one is actually just over 21, but some of the other letters, like the R I just measured, is like 26 or 27. So when you figure that in, and then you figure you've got, what, 9 letters? And basically figure you need about 3 feet per letter. By the time some of those are 26, 27, and you got to have a couple inches ahead and a couple inches behind, you know, you're pushing 3 feet. If at 27, 3 and 3, that's 33. So, you know, 9 times 3 foot is 27 feet of real estate to sit these things out in. So, not sure what I'm going to do with them. Definitely excited about them. Knowing, you know, like I said, my 97 Z28 30th anniversary car came from this dealership. Haven't found any dates on these Chevrolet letters. Don't know if they were up at that point or not. But they did come from that dealership where that 97 30th anniversary Z was bought new. So, there again, it's fun having the stuff from the dealership where your cars came from. But, so that's why I was so excited about them. And I'm sure you guys could tell in the video we shared last week of when I bought these immediately after they bought them. 40 feet, yeah. Actually, Ron, this building we're in right now is 120. But still don't know where I'm going to put them at. But I've got room, but I've got probably, I've about got 100 signs on the floor in here, so. We'll figure something out. Regardless, I was excited to have the opportunity to buy them, and I was absolutely not going to miss that chance to add them to the collection. So anyway, go back and catch the video from last Tuesday of when I bought these, right after I bought them. I was really excited. I'm still pretty excited. I was really excited right after we bought them. You never know when you go to an auction what's going to happen, obviously, especially when signs are involved. But fortunately, it worked out for us that day. We got all of it. Like I said, they sold them in 3 lots. They sold the letters, which I bought. Then they sold the bow tie, which Dad bought. And then they sold the Pontiac, which I ended up getting as well. So rotate what you have on display. The problem with that, Jeff, is, you know, all these signs are typically different sizes, sometimes different shapes. And that makes it tricky to rotate. I just got to take some time and start hanging stuff is what I really need to do. But, excuse me, it's been a couple days since I got back. Whew. So anyway, like I said, didn't have a lot planned for tonight, but still had some fun stuff to talk about, so didn't want to miss you guys. And We'll get some more content up tomorrow night. Hey, there's Dean stopping by. And then we will, hopefully everything pans out Sunday night. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll get into some more details about SEMA. Mike from Texas is here. And my trip, we'll get into a few more specifics about that. I'll go back and look through my pictures and see what happened. and I know, and I hope you guys are going to laugh at that, but that is 200% true. I'm going to go back and look through my pictures and look through my video clips, start putting some of that together. Hey, there's Big Rig Brett. And kind of go back and see what I saw. And I know it sounds crazy to say that, but SEMA is literally that big. It is that huge. So we're going to see what happens. I'm going to go back and see what I saw and get some of that put up so we can share it with you guys. And like I said, we'll spend a little more time on it Sunday night when we're in the office and got a few more minutes to chat. And hopefully we'll have special guests on Sunday night as well. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for tonight. I'm going to get back to work. Did you see Sharpline at SEMA? Sharpline. I don't remember it, Jeff, but that doesn't mean I didn't walk by it. There, like I said, it was mind-boggling. You know, and you walked into a different hall, and, you know, I mean, this stuff was, I don't know how many, I have no idea how many acres. We took the Tesla tunnel to one of the halls, which was kind of cool. We'll talk about the Tesla tunnel a little bit more on Sunday night as well. And we're going to share some of that with you in the video. So that was kind of interesting. That was definitely something I'd never done before. But say we've done it now. We rode it a couple of times. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up, let you guys get on with your evening. Appreciate you swinging by, spending a few minutes with us. Hope you enjoyed the few little things from tonight and a little bit more detail on the signs from last week's video. We'll have some more content up tomorrow night as well as Friday night. Have a great week, everybody. We just hope to see you soon on Sunday night for the Gearhead Interactive Live Chat, hopefully with special guests in the office. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you soon and hope to see you Sunday night.